are 5 of my favorite books for ADHD entrepreneurs, and yes, I can count. I know there's only 4 here. Keep watching, you'll find out why in just a second. First up, let me clarify that these are in no particular order. They're just the ones that I happened to grab as I was going, because ADHD. One of the first ones that I grabbed is Faster Than Normal by Peter Shankman. I was just recently introduced to this book. I've already read it twice and referred it out to probably 15 plus people. This book is probably going to end up going on my list of books to reread every single year because it is that good at helping understand exactly how the ADHD brain works and how to make sure that yours stays a superpower and not a potential problem. As I like to tell people, Superman has super strength, but he has to be careful he doesn't crush your hand every time he goes to shake it and say hello. Just like you have some incredible superpowers that come with being ADHD, like your incredible ability to be creative, to come up with new ideas and solutions for solving problems, to see new paths forward for the business. But just like that, there are some potential problems that come up there as well. The more I read this, the more I began to understand who I am, and why some of the things that I do aren't actually just me being weird, but are actually part of my anatomy, who I am. And then I was able to work with it. So to me, this is a non-starter. You have to read this. Next up, I've got Find Your Yellow Tux by Jessie Cole. I've read this book a handful of times now, and this is another one of those gotta read it every single year books. This book was what allowed me to start to recognize what it was that actually differentiated me as a keynote speaker, as a marketer, and really truly our events as well from everyone else out there. This concept of beginning to understand what your yellow tux is allows to make marketing so much easier for you to stand out, to be different, and I will be honest, Jessie gives you a lot of really good encouragement to be willing to embrace who you are and what makes you special and not be so afraid of the negative thoughts and input that might start coming your way when you learn to lean in and embrace it. Because trust me, I've had those as well, and sometimes it's a little intimidating to deal with people being trolls on the internet, but it's out there, it happens. This book, absolutely non-negotiable. Next up is Essentialism by Greg McKeown. This is another one that I was recently referred to read and just absolutely blew my mind. I think this is an essential book for those with ADHD because I think we can sometimes end up getting pulled in too many different directions. We have too many different ideas, things we need to do, ways we need to solve the problems that we're dealing with in our business, and we end up pulled down too many roads. We have all these opportunities, so we try and take advantage of all of them. And this book, this concept of essentialism, allows you to take things from chaos, as you can see, into some level of organization. It's a lifestyle book. It's not necessarily just how do you pick what you're going to do. It's about helping you, yes, pick what you're going to do and what you aren't going to do, but it's also about helping pare down your lifestyle so you can focus all of that amazing energy that you bring to the table. And those of you who know me knew it had to be on there. Profit First by Mike Michalowicz is another one that is absolutely a non-starter. You have to read this book. If you want to understand how to price yourself, how to price your business so that your business can be profitable while paying you a paycheck, because trust me, those two things are supposed to be different things. Your paycheck is not supposed to be your profit distributions, and your profit distributions shouldn't be your paycheck. You should get both of them. You invested in the business, you work in the business. You get both. That is how it's supposed to work. But this book is what's absolutely transformed my business's ability to create profit margins, to be able to pay those to me, but also to my team members, to ensure we are running a healthy business that was able to not just survive, but thrive through a pandemic, despite the fact that we do events. So that was a whole thing. This book is absolutely brilliant genius. Mike breaks things down in a way that will just blow your freaking mind. Do yourself a favor. This book makes finances make sense. And this is coming from someone with ADHD and slight dyscalculia, so numbers and I do not always get along. And book number 5 isn't out yet, but it will be, and it's one of the biggest game changers out there as far as small business marketing goes. The book is going to be called Marketing That Works for Small Business Budgets, coming in October of 2023. So if you're interested in being in the loop on that one, this is the book that I'm writing, and it is being written not just to be a book about how to market for small businesses on a budget, beyond just saying, oh, you need to be posting on social media, but we're actually creating it in a way that's going to make a lot of sense for how your brain processes information. So do yourself a favor and subscribe to the channel so you can be kept in the loop as we get closer.